Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Peace be upon you and God's mercy. When having discussions about what is right and what is wrong, often people hold the opinion that as long as I'm not harming anyone, then it's okay. That sounds quite fair, quite noble. But let's not take things at face value and let's investigate some of the underlying assumptions. One assumption is that humans hold the prerogative to call what is right and what is wrong by themselves, making them the lawgivers. Another assumption is that humans know the consequences of their actions and can determine whether an action does in fact cause harm or doesn't. Now, what is notable here is the absolute lack of mention of any of God at all. This is because this formulation is entirely secular, even if it's repeated by those who profess a faith. So, with the first point, humans being lawgivers, isn't there a bit of a conflict of interest if the people making the law and the people following the law are one and the same? Also, who is more appropriate to be the lawgiver? The one who created the heavens and the earth, the sun and the moon, in fact good and evil itself, or the ones that are themselves created and cannot create even a fly? It is God who is the lawgiver, ash-shari'. As for the other assumption, humans having knowledge of the consequences of their actions, God is in fact the all-knowing, and He is more rightful to this than others. And for the person who holds this secular morality, when he comes to make his case in front of God on the Day of Judgment, he will be told that, well, whatever you did your deeds for, people's praise, their admiration, their thanks, you got it. You got what you asked for. And to be empty-handed on that day is the biggest possible disappointment imaginable. So this brings us to Islamic morality, that it is in fact the pleasure of God that we are seeking first and foremost, not the pleasure of people. And that makes the definition much more broad, and it puts in the same category prayer, fasting, things that are exclusively for God in the realm of good, and even things that are not harmful to people and exclusively against God in the realm of evil. Think about consuming unlawful foods and drink. So, ultimately, our mission in life is to please God, and sometimes that can be through pleasing people, and other times not.